What's quack-a-lacking, guys? I'm Quack here, and welcome back to another Marquee matchups video on the channel. So, we're just going to jump straight into things here, and the first game we're going to be looking at is going to be in the Serie A. Now, we're going to jump straight past the stuff like Premier League and Liga 1 and La Liga, just because we've seen them included so much recently. I just don't fancy it happening again. It doesn't mean I'm right, but it just doesn't mean I'm going to include them in my video for my predictions anyway. So first up, we have got Napoli, who are hosting to Juventus. Now, that's first against third place teams, and that's something that EA have liked to do a lot recently within their marquee matchups. If we're looking at the transfer market, we have plenty of options for discard players, and with Black Friday coming up and all the packs being released, just make sure that you're not paying over discard for these players, but you're getting the highest rating possible that you can. So that's the first game done, and let's move straight on to the second game. If I can remember what leagues we want to look at, that's always going to be the fun part here. We actually have got a game in the Saudi League I want to talk about. So we've got Al Hilal against so it's this one, Al Ahil against Al Hilal, and it's first and second place in the league. Now, we have got a few gold players, but we don't have a bunch of them. I think there's 3, maybe 4 different gold players for this team. And if we look at the other one, I think it's pretty much the same, a couple of players again. We've got Al Sommer and we've got Fetfadzidas. Oh, I'm not even going to try, I'm just going to slaughter that name. So we got 2 for that team. If we're quick enough and we can be picking up these golds for discard, fantastic. If not, move down to the silver players, pick them up for discard. And if not, just don't be afraid to grab the bronzes for discard. It's better than having no investments whatsoever. And we want to ensure that we minimize any kind of risk when we're picking these guys up. So next up, let's find out where we want to go to for this one. Is there anything in Liga Bankuma? No, I don't think there is actually this week. And that was included last week. I think we have got Porto game, haven't we? Or am I just going crazy now? I've got a list of them all here, but finding them on here is a whole nother ball game when we're strolling across. No, Porto on. Yeah, they are. Porto playing Benfica. So FC Porto against, is it FC Benfica or is it SL Benfica? Oh, God, sorry about that, guys. We got there eventually. The same thing with these guys, though. We have got discard golds available. If it includes sniping, if it includes mass bidding, that's fine. Prices will drop for these guys again when all these Black Friday packs are opened. Just make sure that you're not overpaying for these cards and that you're being sensible with it. We're going to quickly touch on this one. It's one we included last week. It's Columbus Crew against Toronto FC. And if we have a look for gold players, very, very limited again. Just a few of them for both teams. But discard on them is fantastic. We included this one last week. It's one of the playoff games, but there is a derby between the two, known as the Trillium Cup, I think. So that just gives me that extra bit of a boost that I believe they could include this one within their predictions. I'm just scrolling down here to see if I actually missed anything. I think there's a game in the Super League between, is it Besiktas and Galatasaray? Now again, I'm not even going to bother showing you cards here. Gold players are available in mass for both teams. If you can't get them for discard now, Weekend League rewards tonight and Black Friday packs will allow you to. Just be smart with your investments. The last game we're going to look at here is going to be a game in the Championship. And there's always potential for different games to be included, but we're going to look at Birmingham against Wolves. Now, if we're looking for gold players again, we do have gold players, just not a huge amount of them. So there's quite a few for Wolves, actually, a few more than I remembered. But Birmingham, I'm pretty sure there aren't quite that many, right? Right? Yes, there aren't that many. So if we're getting these cards for discard, perfect. If not, move down to the silver. Just rinse and repeat the same logic as always. But that are the games, they're the games that I fancy. There are other games taking place, obviously. We've got the likes of Chievo against Verona in the, it's a cup game, actually. We've got Bournemouth Southampton in the Premier League, Arsenal Man United in the Premier League. These are the ones I fancy, though, so these are the ones I'm going to go with. Anyway, guys, again, I want to apologise for the lack of content on the channel recently, but we are going to try and get things back on track now. So if you are enjoying it, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on my Twitter, and join our Discord. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.